Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to make a quick video here to comment on a YouTube video from Lollivoil. She's one of the channels that is a commentary channel, a reaction channel. She did a video this morning about Sarasota Tim. And if you don't know who Sarasota Tim is, you have to really watch a lot of his videos to get an idea of what a lot of these comment channels are talking about. So you have to kind of know the backstory. You have to have watched, over time to see the hypocrisy of Sarasota Tim and the contradictions that he cultivates in others and also in himself. So the video that Lollivoil released this morning was about some of his loyal followers that he calls the salt of the earth, meaning that they are the best people on the planet. They never do wrong, never create harm, never speak a bad word, and that's Sarasota Tim's own words. So Lollivoil took one of Sarasota Tim's commenters, one of his followers, who regularly comments on other comment channels, reaction channels. So Lollivoil showed how this man, I think his name was James, how he's a good, apparently a good person, an accountant. He does volunteer work at his church, apparently, all these things. So on the surface, he seems like a very nice man. We can imagine that he probably goes to church on Sunday and so forth. But here's the lesson, my friends. And I've seen this over and over again with people that go to church. I used to go to church myself for a long time, but I discovered that so many people that go to church are not really even paying attention. They're just there thinking that if they're in that building, somehow they're going to be blessed and saved. Just like Sarasota Tim can say, God will protect me, God is blessing me, all these blessings are coming upon me. But just by saying that doesn't mean it's going to happen. Just like we know that you can go into a building that's called a church and be on your phone texting or reading a newspaper, and it's not going to do you any good. So this James person, one of Sarasota Tim's followers, what Lollivoil showed was a lot of his comments to these reaction channels, commentary channels. And they're totally rude, totally mean. So to me, it's just evidence that, these people portray themselves as being good human beings, but they're really not. Excuse me. Just like we all know that Sarasota Tim has put out many videos saying, I'm a good person, I'm a good Christian person. He portrays himself as reading the Bible every day. He reads from that book, Jesus is Calling. He does his Crushing It for Christ, telling people to be good and do good. But then, in the next moment, he's talking about, attacking these hater channels, these reactionary channels, to delete them. Delete them off of, press those three dots and delete them. Now, I will tell you that I have never heard one of the reaction channels, one of the commentary channels, ever say or suggest to anybody to delete Sarasota Tim off of their device. So it just goes to show that Sarasota Tim is a hypocrite. Just like a lot of us can be hypocrites. If we go around telling people, pretending like we're good people, going to church, going to temple, whatever you do, and then the next moment you're saying something mean or hateful to somebody, you're a hypocrite. So let's try not to be like that. Let's try to be mindful that we're just being good human beings all the time. Let's not be like Sarasota Tim. Let's not be like a lot of his supporters. You know, we know that a lot of his supporters are out there, you know, saying thank you for this, the morning crush it for Christ. Thank you for reading from the Bible. But then they turn around and they comment on things that and say hateful messages. Now I can imagine this James going to church and sitting in church on his iPhone saying hateful comments to other channels, these reactionary channels or commentary channels. Let's not be like that. Let's learn from Sarasota Tim and his followers. My teacher used to always say, the devil comes in priestly robes. Now, whether you believe in the devil or not, really what the devil represents for me is not like some entity, some evil being. The devil to me represents, it's just another word for evil in the world. And we all know that we have capacity for evil. It's built within us. But most of us level-headed, prudent human beings, we keep that evilness in us under control, right? So, you know, and we can think rationally. We can think like, is this the right thing to say? Is this the right way to handle this situation? And we can rationalize things and learn to say things in a more peaceful, more loving, more compassionate way. So another lesson we can learn from Sarasota Tim, my friends. Have a great day. I hope you enjoy your weekend, and please follow these other channels, people like Olive Oil. I will post her video that she released this morning in my description below. You can follow Grifters Anonymous, Miss Vicky, Life and Vibe, Blind Views. There's a lot of them, other ones out there too, but I just can't think of them all at the moment. I am driving right now. So I'll see y'all next time. Please remember to be a good human being. Think before you speak. Think before you type. And try to be compassionate, be kind, and be a good human being. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.